Angela, your events officer.
What's good, guys? My name's Success. I'm your president for this year.
Hi guys, I'm Hazel, I'm the secretary.
Hi guys, I'm Pakaya, I'm vice president.
Hi, I'm Augustina, I'm the welfare and volunteering officer. Hi everyone, my name is Camila and I'm the careers and sponsorship officer.
Hi guys, my name is Chilima and I am the PR and media officer.
The first thing I'm going to do in this video is just go over some things that we wish we were told when we were freshers. First and foremost, we actually need to talk about Uber. You don't need to Uber from your com to Tesco.
You don't need it.
Walk. It's okay.
Walk.
Yeah.
Also, split fare exists. So make sure you split the fare and it comes out of everyone's accounts
Because
in the journey.
Because if you offer to pay for Uber, you'll be chasing people up for a week.
You won't be here.
Nobody said you. Nobody said you. So that's just it.
You know what it is? Slightly, you need to get people to send it to you first because people you tell you they're gonna send it to you and they won't. And I can't be asking people for £2, but it adds up.
That
When you're trying to choose which to take out of the basket, that £2 is there.
Think about it. Do you know how broke you sound chasing up £2?
Well, you need to dish up, you need to be like,
It has to be done.
Oh, also, actually, a good way to do this, but on the slide thing is, Monzo has a request link, so you can put request £2, just send it to the person. It's a good way to say send me my money, or send me my money.
For food shopping, Aldi's your best friend.
Please.
Listen, the brand,
just like club card.
And that.
you're gonna get sucked in by club card and you're gonna get sucked in by the opening times because Aldi closes at 10, whereas Tesco's still open till midnight.
Them late night shifts.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
No, it's actually okay to shop at Aldi. Like you don't have to.
No, nobody can shame you. Let me say something. You can make the longest meal. They say, wow, where's I don't say Aldi. That's it.
Chicken probably comes from the same place like Tesco and Aldi.
Actually, you know what? Maybe sometimes go to Tesco for certain things. Even like that, I don't think Aldi do a lot of branded things. So if you actually need a specific brand, like crunchy nut cereal,
But then
Tesco.
that even comes down to the time you shop. Like I always used to encourage my friends, if you're gonna go to Aldi, go on Monday 7 p.m, 6 p.m. times, or go on no, this is continue, or Wednesday similar time. That's when they restock. All the families are shopping on the Friday evening or the Saturday morning to afternoon. Do you think you're gonna get the bread that you want? Do you think you're gonna get the chicken that's nice?
Iceland is an underrated gem because where I'd say you should do it, go to Aldi, then stop at Iceland, then go to Tesco. So anything you don't get from the other two, you can get there. Because Iceland, like, it has the brands, but it tends to be cheaper than Tesco.
By the time you've done the first two, you'll probably find that you don't need to go to Tesco for that much.
Exactly.
Yeah, apart from if you like the finer things in life or your capacity is different, then but by the time you've done Iceland and Aldi, you're pretty much good, I'll be real.
But with Tesco, I would say if you're trying to deliver it to your com, most people, like the common thing they'll say in the videos like this is, oh, do it for flatmates, all of that sort of jazz. But with Tesco, when you're doing home delivery, what you bought, they'll give you something different.
Yeah, they do.
That's not what you paid for, or the quality's not the same. So I would encourage to go in real life.
If you're doing home delivery, there's Asda Morrison's, and I think the home delivery is quite good.
Yeah, those as well.
So maybe not Tesco. Also, this is in regards to like more like African Caribbean food. In my opinion, if you're quite picky, particularly, you don't like suffering when you go to you in terms of food. It tends to be, if you're from London anyway, it tends to be cheaper. So if you move in early and you've got a lot of freezer space, buy some of the stuff in London and then bring it to uni. Because some niche things you can't really. Well, you can find them in Birmingham, but it's hard to find them.
She just wants more menus. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. You can actually go to Cov. You can actually just go to Cov, especially like the actual city centre. There's a couple of cash and carries. You can get your plantain, your Scotch bonnet. I was about to call it bunny Scotch roll. What's it called? Any leaves, all of those sorts of stuff. You can get that from main Cov if you want to. Wrapping stuff.
Oh yeah, and Roots grocery stores.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but
Why are you lying to me?
it's 79p for one though. There's not one good reason. If you can find one good reason why you are at Roots grocery store, I will give you £20. Comment below why, and I will give you £20 if you can find one good reason. There's not one. There's not one good reason. Come back to me.
But yeah, if you need last minute Scotch bonnet and plantain, they have have it. It's not worth spending £4 going to CV1 if you just need £1
True. No, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. The money that can just go to alcohol, because wow. Do you know what I mean? Just wow. Especially in terms of now the socioeconomic climate is going to curb. Wow. No, but she's right. No, but it's true. No, but take that in and take into account everybody's pumped. Everyone wants to go to the club. You don't want to buy alcohol at the club because they're just using the fact that it's convenience and you're already under the influence. Yeah. They're just gonna want to spend it anyways. So I would say just obviously under your moderation, under your limits. Drink what you need whilst you're getting ready or whilst you're in your space, because once you're outside, it takes one person to say, should we buy?
If you're buying a drink at the club, once you put it down, do not
please
leave it there.
Do not pick back.
If you like, bring your own cup. That's what my mom got me a cup. And said, if you're she me in that.
You just have to say that you're fine and you're not really fine. You just
because once you've lost it, you know it's not yours.
I would highly recommend there are budgeting templates. I would say save before you spend. So save at the beginning of the term when your SFE comes in. Don't save after you spend because you'll probably just end up not saving. And then save in a different account to where you spend. So if you've got a Monzo where you spend, don't save in your Monzo, save in a different bank account. But have a termly budget because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And Jesus, that financial, economic repercussions. When you're trying to go to term 2 a week early and you don't have money and you're cold,
you're trying to run away from him after your kids. What are you using to buy your food? You don't even know. You know you have to ask your parents.
Not key.
We'll attach budgeting templates below the video if you need some. So
just in terms of saving, because me too, when people were telling me to save in first year, I was just not seeing the point because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? But you also have to consider if you're thinking about driving and car lessons. When you go back home, you're going to continue lessons. You're going to try to buy a car. Take that in. If you're thinking about second year housing, obviously there's no rush. But if you're thinking about that as well, just have some money aside as a base. So when someone does start talking about looking for housing deposit, you're not waiting for the next drop in term 3 to pay your deposit, because that deposit can just derail your finance.
Just keep in mind that SFE money is not your money. As much as the money is put in your bank account, it is not for you to be spending on e-scooter and XYZ. It's for your food, it's for your rent, it's for financial necessary things. It's not for you to just be splashing about.
It's if you have an additional capacity to go grab that e-scooter, that you want to be a scooter boy or scooter girl, that's calm in it if you've got it in it. But if you have to choose between the scooter and the food, please choose the food. It's okay. Please. There's no point
having no food in your
there's no point scooting and your belly's rumbling. That should never happen in 2021.
Don't live an Indomie lifestyle, please.
Please.
Nutrition.
It's nice though.
It's nice. But it can't be your only nutrition. What about your protein? What about
I think the most important thing is to prioritize it. If your rent's paid, you're living comfortably, you have money. Sometimes it's alright to spend money. Enjoy. Money comes back to an extent. Don't go and blow all your money. Enjoy. Have fun. Don't be too I can't spend all the time. Just be sensible. If you know you don't have food in your fridge, you don't need to go to the club type of thing. It's just
no, because real life stories. I understand.
Times can actually get really tough at uni. Work has a hardship fund, so please don't feel anywhere about it. Because if you need your rent money to be paid, work can actually give you hundreds or thousands if you really need it. So please go and apply for it.
One thing I'll say is that I actually don't want to start with this pessimist. I don't really want to start with this pessimistic point, but the friends that you make your first term, there's a litmus test. They may not be your second term.
Litmus.
Listen, it's true. In the grand scheme of life, you enjoy walking down the Sherb strip to Roots together. When it comes to term 2, it's cold outside. They're not walking.
They're not doing that.
But it's okay, like it's
Right.
it's life.
No, it's actually life.
It's part of adulting. You guys are adults now.
Yeah, it literally is.
Yeah.
It's such a big environment, you can't expect to meet your group just straight away.
For real. There are some people that like, they told me, even people older than us, that like, second year they started finding their proper friends, third year they started finding their proper friends. So it's like, don't expect, hopefully, like you'll find some people within those first couple of terms and you're like, yeah, that's my people. But if not, like, don't panic, like take time, like the people that are supposed to be for you, they will always come to you. Exactly. So yeah, just remember that and you'll be good.
And also, just remember that everyone's in the exact same situation as you are. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm the only person who came from my sixth form or my college, I don't know anyone, Everyone is in the same position as you, everyone's trying to make friends, everyone's trying to meet new people, so don't be like too hesitant to say hi to people and to just like be out there.
Don't be afraid to be yourself. Because if someone's going to be friends with you, they're going to be friends with who you are, so don't try and pretend to be someone else. But just kind of be brave enough to even like go up and speak to people, because that's how I made a lot of friends. Like literally seeing that the fact that they lost, oh well, you lost, or even first year, blah, 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 and that's it. Like just do what you can. Everyone's like you said in the same boat, so yeah.
Familiar, I thought that's what you said that for Kyra did for you.
Yeah, that's how I met her. I was at some ACS event. She saw me sit. I was waiting for my friend, but while I was waiting, I was sitting by myself, and she came on the side.
Don't fall into the sixth form, secondary school trap of being friends with groups and not being friends with people. Maintain individual friendships. The onus, why am I bringing out the big words? But the onus is on you and the other person to maintain the friendship. If one person is failing or both of you are failing, then the friendship is finished. It's not like every time you go to a motive, you have to be with that group of people, because you'll find situations where other people are not there. Now you're with the person that you don't talk to the most and you're feeling awkward. Come on, man.
But if you go to a motive, like, it's actually okay to talk to other people. You don't have to sort of stick with the same people. Like, and also don't think that you're gonna be a beg if you try and talk to people. Like,
listen.
It's like
nobody.
Because now you're snitch.
But let's talk about it. Like, because really and truly, how are you gonna make friends if you don't try and make friends?
You're just sitting here doing this.
It doesn't add tax to your tin if you are standing. It doesn't do anything, please, guys.
Your stocks will be okay.
They will be fine. Like, you will still be very much normal.
I think you don't have to burn bridges. Like, you met someone, they're not your vibe, but you can still be like, they don't have to be your best friend. But it's not a thing of like, you see them on the road like 2 weeks later, you earn them, you can say hi. You don't need to go in deep conversation, but it's actually uni, and in 10 years when you're trying to get a job somewhere, they'll say that's the person that earned you.
Don't just rely on like ACS to make friends. Like, join other societies. If you play sports, like join a sports society. They might not be people that you usually talk to, but you might actually learn a lot from them. They might be cool people. Like, go to netball, I don't know, go to football, all of that.
Your course group chat,
like
course group chat.
Yeah.
Make course friends. They say
the person that does the most for the region for politics last year, I frankly.
Listen, now is that course group chat, that's not the place to be stushed at all. Because when exam time comes and you want them and they'll just say, I didn't know you.
I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing.
You know what I mean? And I think just in general with making friends, like, just statistically, the more people that you interact with, the more likely that you are to make friends. So hopefully we hope that, like, you know, you'll find some people at ACS, but if you don't find anybody at ACS that you're friends with, branch out, please do. At sports, your course, whatever interest that you have, film, anything, and you'll definitely find people.
Also, just in that sort of sense, if you're thinking about methods of finding people and making friends, events, especially now because you can do them in person, limits are gone. Now that is gone, we can actually do events in real life, and that's where you'll meet people, because you'll be doing things or learning things together, and that memory is what you're going to base the friendship off of. So for example, with ACS events, whether it's a tasting session, whether it's a games, whether it's just a career sort of event, or whether it's Afrofest, you have those opportunities to meet people, spend time with them, get to know them, and then build a friendship from there.
It's not only the club you should be meeting people on motives, it's also these smaller events will help you make proper friendships, because you're not, you know, just quick like hi, oh my gosh, I love this song, blah blah. You're actually like talking like people.
It's not flash and say RJ and that's it.
Yeah, literally, like you're actually talking to people in these small events. Like small events, go to them.
Even outside of events, just ask. Do you want to?
Library.
Do you know what I mean? It's actually just ask people like.
Even if you just want to invite someone to your comment, just sit down there.
Yeah, literally.
Also, like this is more so like a general point, so not just for freshers, even for second years as well. It's never too late to make friends. Like it's the same. It's the same way. Don't let anyone shame you for the fact that you haven't made as many connections as other people had in first year. For example, if you were at home for term 2 or for even term 3 as well. It's never too late. You can go to an event. You can just not necessarily on the road, but if you see someone smile, it just takes one smile. It just takes one little thing just to push you into making that friendship.
And don't feel intimidated if you did come here by yourself or if you're not from London, because there's a lot of people from London. But make sure that you're not intimidated and you make friends with people because they're all lovely people.
And also, we're very nice people. You can say hi to us.
Yeah, we're not your parents. We're not your parents. Like, we're actually real life people. You can be my friend.
Yeah.
Get ready to say hi. You'll be seeing us about, so keep your eyes peeled.
Another thing, just to dip into, just a little bit of time management. Being at uni for the first time on your own or whether you're with people is very overwhelming. You don't have the same structure as you would have had. So time management is something that's quite important. So don't fall into the trend, I would say, of just sleeping into the day. Especially now that it's getting colder and it's getting darker earlier. Use your mornings. Like this is the nugget. This is the part that you'll say Estrella told me, and yeah, use your mornings. I don't really care if you got home from a motive at 4 AM. Sleep and wake up at 9. Achieve what you need to do between 9 and 12, and if you still feel tired, you can have a siesta and still have achieved something that day.
I think the one thing with uni that everyone kind of says, and you probably would have watched this in 50 billion videos already, it's okay, this 50 billion and one that you're gonna watch. But like the autonomy is crazy. It's you and yourself, like that is that wall. So if you like go and add Jay with your friends, you don't know what your friends are doing. They might be doing their thing, you also have to do your own thing. So just being accountable for yourself is so important.
Even at that, like, as much as you're here for the nightlife and the enjoyment, you're here for your degree. That is the primary thing you are here for. When people are partying, they revise in the morning and you didn't. Also, it's not every motive that you have to go to. Like, Chevron's not running anywhere. Just because you see people partying all the time, if you have stuff to do, if you have an assignment to do, it's actually okay to stay at home sometimes. Next week there'll be another motive. Like,
even tomorrow. That's actually quite a valid point. Know when to come and know when to leave.
Oh.
You don't need to be there when they're setting up and closing down.
You don't even be there when the sun is rising.
No.
Also, you're not missing anything. It's the same location, the same playlist.
You really are. Like, unless things have drastically leveled up in the last 1 month.
And I would be surprised.
It's
Have you seen the state of our mother?
If I beat it out, wearing a Johnny.
It's very fine. Like, all these things, they look good, but let me tell you now, like, Snapchat Flash is probably the most powerful weapon that anybody has. But it might not be, and that's very, very much okay. So just know when to leave, when to be there, and just have that ability to be able to put your foot down.
I hope this video was quite informative, but we're now going to delve into a little bit of a Q&A session. We're going to answer your questions. You send us questions, we got our answers. So the first question that I have in front of me here, when should I get membership?
Now.
Immediately.
Why haven't you got it?
As you're watching now, that should not even be a question. That now.
Open a new tab. So our second question that we have is, can second years come to freshers events?
Second years are most definitely welcome, and we want everybody. ACS is more than just first years, it's second years, third years, and obviously postgrad alumni are still part of that same ACS, so we don't really want it to be segregated. We want as many people to be able to mingle and do things as possible, because why not? So yeah, second years most definitely welcome.
Yeah, that even links to the next question, because he even said, how should second years you haven't met anyone meet others in ACS?
Come to event.
Come through, say hi.
Yeah, I would encourage, just go to events, because you will see a mixture of people. There's no specific there's no gate that's gonna scan your ID card to see if you're a second year or a first year. So just mingle when you're at an event, ask what course do you do, because even now, because of the circumstances that we're in, there may be some freshers that are your age anyways, so you don't have to feel bound to making friends within your academic year. Just mingle.
As well as coming to the events, like you could always just like literally shout one of us, come speak to us.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy. Yeah, I'm more than happy.
If you have a question,
honestly, just didn't want to not get spotted again. Yeah, just come and speak to any one of us. I'm more than happy to speak to anyone.
So another question that we have is, why should you get an ACS membership?
Let me say something. If you do not get ACS membership, it's going to be a very sorry year for you indeed. That's from the presidential office myself. It's going to give you so much. Obviously, we've got a whole host of events that we've got planned for you guys this year. Some of them are going to be exclusively member only, such as the AfroFest after party, such as our spring ball next year, so and a whole host of others. So head down to the SU website. We're going to have info about how to sign up if you're still unsure about it, but yes, that is going to be the best monies, one of the best monies that you have spent this year. So membership, and membership. Thank you very much.
When I was a fresher, I wish that I interacted more, especially the fact that I was off campus. Like, I didn't get that opportunity as much. Keep in mind COVID as well, so I didn't really get that opportunity to really make friends like that.
When I was a freshman, I wish I really understood like how and when I was going to be tested in my modules, because if that was the case, I would have chosen certain modules. If you have the option, this is not even only for freshers, this is throughout you. But you can be strategic with your modules. Like, for example, if you know you're going to Lagos or Accra in December, don't choose modules that have January exams, because it will be tough coming back for you.
When I was a fresher, I wish I asked more questions in seminars and actually like didn't wake up 5 minutes before the seminar, because I think that the way that politics module was dragging me, like I just feel like, you know, talk to your seminar tutors, actually ask questions. The people that are you know, talking a lot and actually doing the reading, talk to them, like actually ask them. So can I add to that? Yeah. Don't be afraid to talk to the people who are doing well in your course.
When I was a fresher, I'm happy that I kind of made the best out of the project experiment, because it wasn't what I expected it to be. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the Rose's videos way too many times, but it's okay. But yeah, I think just I'm happy I also stayed true to myself and remembered who I am, but also was willing to try new things and explore.
When I was a fresher, I wish I was more selective with which modules I went to. Only because I went to too many and they were all the same. There was all the same music, same people dancing in the centre. Yeah, like every single time. So it got to a point where I was just getting bored, and I felt like if I just was if I was more selective, I would have found it more fun.
When I was a fresher, I was glad with the amount that I got involved with in terms of the university, and more specifically the ACS. So you'll find that over the course of the year, we're going to have so many events, whether that be careers-wise, creative-wise, delving into social issues, talks, and the rest of it. And I think that really allowed me to not only meet new people, but also just understand a better structure of what the ACS is.
When I was a fresher, I wish I set myself goals at the beginning of the year, because one thing that I noticed throughout the year, the word vibe just finished me, and I was just getting tired, especially in all areas, whether it's degree, whether it was finances, whether it was just socially. Like I got to term 2 and I was just like, whoa, is this who I am? So I would say, like, evaluate who you are, who you want to be, and the moral value system, because that's what's going to direct you to make decisions, when to say yes, when to say no, and when to change.
Also, I think along those lines, like if at home, like if you're like faith-based, like if you have a faith, if you go to the church, if you go to the mosque or anything, I think it's important, try and like get involved in that when you come here. I think it took me a while to sort of find a church that I wanted to go to, and I feel like if I had done that sooner, from my experience, I feel like that would have helped me. So just try and do things that you used to do at home, even if you're not religious. Like if you used to play sports, all of those things, just try and stick to it, because I feel like it will help you to like not lose yourself. And, Well, that is all for the video, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. If you have any more questions or you want any more information, our social media platforms will be down below, so just go into the description box and it'll be there. But that is all from us. Bye guys.
See you.
In a bit.
As a man, why are you asking me for my Anyway, that's our careers, isn't it? She gets the bag. They are. Oh my! It's second time.
No, it's
Right,
like,
it's like- Wait, what?